Hello ladies and gentle spoons, how are we all? You join me on the M25. Junction, not a clue. I've completely lost track. I've been sat on the M25 since 4:30 this afternoon. Maybe a bit later than that actually, no, about 5 o'clock. We did think the Dartford Bridge was closed earlier, but supposedly not. Seems to kind of be moving-ish now. I started to do the video here instead of my normal place at Brentwood because, well, no one wants to watch me sit still for an hour, and that's exactly what we've been doing. But we're on the move again now. We're on the move. There seems to be some sort of accident up ahead, unfortunately. Seems to happen in traffic. Unless I think there's a tree that's fallen down, I believe. I think a tree has hit a lorry. Not correct. Still at 40 miles an hour. It is bloody windy. Get back across here. Watch out for the speed cameras. Finish this off. I do still think there's problems at the bridge. I don't think we're home free yet. There are a lot of brake lights up ahead. Obstruction on the slip road. I think there are just bloody trees everywhere, to be honest. Even doing what we're doing now, 40 miles an hour, we are being blown all over the place. Nothing's come up and said that the bridge is closed. You just get that feeling when the winds are high that it is. And it looks as though we're going to be sitting into more traffic. Rubbish. I don't know what problems are on the slip road, but it's the only slip road to go down to get onto the A13, the next one. And if you don't come off at that, then you end up going over the bridge. So I'm not really sure where the diversion would be, if any, actually, to be honest. We're in no rush, but in a minute we will try and get across. Just get away from the slip road as best as possible, although that side of the motorway seems to be moving pretty quickly. Don't want to get in any of their way. Trying to get across to the middle lane is going to be a challenge in itself. No lorry, when it's built up, ever lets you out. They normally stay bumper to bumper. It's gonna be a fun journey. So I did originally start my video at 5 o'clock when I went and got petrol. Filled the old girl up. 68 pounds and a penny I filled her up with. It was pretty much empty, and now we are over full. We've got 535 miles out of it. We did have 545, but I wasted 10 just sitting in traffic somehow. Oh, I do hope the bridge is open. Nice that it's this sunny, I suppose, at 6 o'clock. That's a Brucey bonus. It's not raining anymore either. The weather today has been weird, to say the least. It's sunny 1 minute, next minute it's been hailstorms, pouring it down. But we've got the sunny bit for now. How long that will last for, God only knows. There's a big old grey cloud to my right hand side. I'm sure it's going to pee down within the next next sort of half hour, I suppose. That's my guess. I'm no weatherman, but that's a guess. Slam on those brakes, mate. It's going to be a lot of stopping and starting, I believe. Right, let's move that as well. Right. When we're sat in traffic, once we're out of traffic, the sun is in your eyes. Given that there's a problem on the slip road, this is not the best lane to be in. Probably going to move the slowest. So we'll try and get across in a minute, where possible, or if possible. Trying to actually work out kind of where I am. Weird when you've been sat in traffic with lorries around you. Kind of lose your bearings ever so slightly. We've still got a good amount of way to go until we get to the bridge. It's going to be one of those days. There is no alternative route if you want to go over the bridge. This is it. You could come off and then go all the way down the A13 and then come out of the Blackwell Tunnel, but God help you if you do that at this time of day. Used to have to do that when I worked in London. It is not a quicker route at all. Thank me lucky stars I went to the toilet before I left. What are we saying on the boards above? Still 40. No movement there. Slip road's moving nicely. For something that's blocked, it's moving quite well. I would not want to be riding a motorbike in this wind. Doesn't look like much at the minute. Wait until the motorway opens up a bit. It is blowing. Or it was anyway, an hour ago. May well have calmed down now. Got McLaren up ahead. Nice. We are coming up towards the Thurrock services, which means the slip road should be very soon on my left. Opens up into two, so you've got the lane you can see, the lorries bombing down it, and then you get another lane in a minute. It is bumper to bumper. I did think it'd be pretty cool at one point that if the bridge was closed, I could show the alternative route that you get sent down. You end up going through one of the tunnels instead. But then I got bored of sitting in traffic and just really hoped that the bridge isn't closed. Polo GTI, nice. seem to have calmed down a fair bit, which is good. I suppose you normally get it this time of year when the weather's all a bit upside down and sideways and whatever else it's doing. We've always got the potential of the bridge being crap, and this is one of those days. When I left, there was a hailstorm. I'm actually quite wet still from it. It's bright sunshine now. Lovely. Ah, dearie me. I turned my camera on because we started moving. I thought it was a good sign, and I thought, you know what, I'll start the camera here instead. I'm starting to think it was a stinky idea. Sitting in this lane's a stinky idea actually. Coming in, let's try and you're gonna let me out now. I'm gonna sit there, and then the minute I come to move out, you're gonna not let me out. You absolute turd. Thank you, mate. I'd rather not sit in that lane for too much longer. It doesn't seem to be doing a great deal. Living in the elevator, living it up while I'm moving down. Dear me. What else could you be doing with your Monday evening though, I suppose, eh? You'd only be at home bored, wouldn't you? Might as well be on the M25. Lots of things to see and do, like okay, maybe there's not much to see or do. A lorry from Northumberland. I don't even know where Northumberland is. Up north somewhere. He's going the wrong way, isn't he? Can't decide which lane to be in up ahead. All the lorries that are parked up on the side of the M25, I can only imagine their tacho's run out or something. I don't know, I don't really get how that works, but maybe their driving hours are up and they've got no other option but to spend the night on the M25. Brilliant. Do say the M25 is the world's biggest car park. No, I think you're far wrong. That lane's moving pretty well now that I've moved out of it. That always seems to be the bloody way, isn't it? Brian. Poo. Absolute poo. Lots of traffic. I am bored. That Citroen is really ugly. What the hell is that? Who goes in a car showroom and says, you know what? I'll have one of them. Citroen C, I'm going to say it was a CRX. Might have been a D. Bloody ugly is what it is. drip, drop, showers. There's lorries everywhere. There's people changing lanes everywhere. You've got to keep your eyes open. It's part of the reason why I stuck the video on, actually, because it's starting to fall asleep. Hard not to. It's a boring drive at the best of times, let alone when you're not moving anywhere. I'm still down to 40, although 40 mile an hour would be bloody lovely at this moment in time. If only. Choke. So much for there being an obstruction on the slip road. That slip road seems to be moving rather nicely. Keep up with traffic, sir. Felt good to accelerate for all of about 2 seconds there. Give you a glimmer of hope. Normally home by now. I'd either just be getting in or I'd be very close to getting home. I can only imagine the dog's in the dinner, the dinner's in the dog, either way around, whichever you prefer. As long as we make it home before bedtime, that's all that counts. Just to go in, eat, go to sleep, get up and do it all over again, but in the opposite direction. Hell yeah. Eat, sleep, m25, repeat. You should get that as a sticker. It doesn't look too clever up ahead. I hate it when I can see far down the m25. Just fills you with no confidence whatsoever. The old notice boards overhead say end. It's very much not the end. I don't know why you would say that. I can see a lot of bloody traffic. The end of nothing. Dave at traffic controls pressed the wrong bloody button again. He's lent his coffee on the wrong stupid ass button. Designers these days. What is that? Disgusting. End. Sure thing, ding-a-ling. It was a bad idea to turn the camera on. Never mind. suppose you can fast forward this bit if you wish. I can't see it getting much better for a little while. Oh, another lorry that's trying to come across. Get out of your way then, mush. Jump over here instead. We've got 2 lanes that join the M25 now, from the A13, or well, kind of the A13 really, yeah, that's where it joins the M25. 2 lanes all try and squeeze into one. Hence why I wanted to get out of that lane as quickly as possible. There's an old classic car on the opposite side of the motorway. Don't know if you can see that, can you? I don't know. God knows what it is. I call it an old school gangster mobile, but I'm sure it's got an official name. Like an Italian mafia car. Very cool. Very nice. Probably like overrated though. No surprise there. We're moving nicely. Doing a whopping 12 miles an hour, I think, which is a record in the last half an hour. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the motorway. We can see the tips of the bridge. The bridge is in sight, and so's a load of bloody brake lights. Poxy. If I had a drink, I'd be much happier. Rubbish. See all the cars sitting on the bridge. Well, at least the bridge isn't closed. She's open. That's a positive. I guess. Stopping. Lorries parked up everywhere. Oh, very dear. Oh, a silver cousin. See the lovely word of Lakeside down below. That looks... doesn't actually look that busy, to be fair. As far as Lakeside traffic goes. I'm sure it is busy down there. Normally is if the bridge is this crap. I don't know if that was sirens. I think it is sirens. I think he's trying to come down the old fast lane as well. I can see cars behind me pulling over to the side. Where are you, Mr. Flashy Light Man? Fat chance of you getting through anywhere, mate, to be blatantly honest with you. Oh yeah, he is. He's trying to come down the fast lane. This is going to be interesting. trying to come down this lane? I'm bloody lucky, mate. You can't get down the hard shoulder because there's God knows how many lorries. We will keep as far to the right hand side as we possibly can. We've got a good amount of space here we can go for. He's going to come through now. Right. I'm going to pull up here as best as possible. I'm going to get out the hedge now. Keep your sirens on, mate. Nobody moving out the way if they can't hear you. Just a motorbike. Oh, life choices, eh? Dairy me. I've driven over the bridge for work for probably the best part of 10 years. You just have to take the rough with the smooth. Fingers crossed tomorrow will all be quiet. There'll be no dramas. Oh, we're moving again. Systems go, the lights are green. Schumacher takes the lead. It's go, go, go. Are we moving? We are. 40 miles an hour. We are speeding. We are flying away. Enjoy it while it lasts. So I can see nothing but brake lights ahead. Yeah, that was fun. Of the traffic, we finally are getting a jiggle on. About bloody time. Hopefully the A2's not this bad. That's the last thing we need. God, the water down there looks bloody horrible. I can just see off the edge of the bridge. I hope you're not scared of heights. Not that you can probably see it on the video anyway. It's a long way down. There's a little old tugboat down on the river and it looks as blowy as hell. Sod that. Sod that for a day job. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to go across. Yes. Very good. We're nearly in the lane we need to be in. I could do with getting across just one more. Then that lane will take me all the way down to the A2. It'll save me trying to get across later. I also don't want to cut up a lorry, so I'm going to sit here for a little bit. It is a little bit windy up here. Bloody hell. I thought the wind had buggered off. Clearly hasn't. Bloody hell. You forget just how high up you are when you're on the bridge. It definitely makes a difference. £6 paid for the month. One more, and then up we go to 60 miles an hour. I would like to get across at some point, which if I hang, let's go in here. Beautiful. A249 south closed after M2 junction 5. I'm not really sure where that is. It's kind of Maidstone way, I think. You don't go down that far. Thank God. I don't think I could do with any more traffic. No, thank you. I've had my fair share. On the brakes again we go. Always a little bit crappy at this bit, just while people figure out what lane they should be in and whatever else. I'm sure we'll have someone jump in front of us. To 5 I was in the car. I got petrol and I left the petrol station in Brentwood at 5:05, which is now 6:30. We've had worse days, but this is one of the worst in quite a while. Deceptive because it's still light outside. Normally it's dark and pooey. Right, we should be moving now. Cross your fingers, cross your eyes, cross your toes, cross everything you can that the A2's moving. Right, what lane are you in, Mr. Grasscutter? There we go. Right. Reports of a blocked lane. Would you piss off with your blocked lane? I'm not sure if that means the M25 or this bit. Come on, my silver cousin, find out where your accelerator is. Ah, the A2's buggered. Of course it is. Of course it is. I need to find another job closer to home. Rubbish. See if anyone will let us out on the slip road now. That's the next fun and games bit. I don't like this bit, it's normally a bit shit. I don't know, saying that, Mr. Van Man's letting me out, much appreciated. Muchos gracias. Muchos gracias. Ah, no one likes to see a fella focus down. Oh, he's got a big flat tyre. Big fat flat. Come off the rim and everything, I think. Unlucky. Hopefully you get that sorted quickly. That the recovery vehicle can get to you because the traffic's terrible. Dodge Ram. Different. It sounds nice. That's about it. But very clean. I tell you what, that's a smart looking car. Not bad. Volvo have definitely upped their game. Somewhere else, it's directly behind me now, I think. And a caution signs just come up on the A2, brought you down to 40 miles an hour. What is the blooming problem now? Traffic from Blue Water joining the A2, which isn't too bad. We've got to watch out now for anyone from the left pulling over to the right. Could be wits about me, given that I've left such a big gap. I've kind of put myself in a bit of a crappy spot. International. Mr. BM's coming across. And I'm going to say that is the end of the traffic. I hope. Let's get around this corner before we make any rash decisions. Like we're home sailing now. Full steam ahead. Home, James. Don't spare the horses. Sods off over the next couple of days. Otherwise it'll just keep causing more and more problems. I might as well get back across. Take that. Just about to go past Gravesend, the A2, where the services are. Bruton services. Big old Shell garage down there, or if you do a left on the roundabout you've got Morrison's and a Lidl. Works out a bit cheaper, although the Shell garage has got its own subway. Other sandwiches also available. Space. I can see space. All this room for activities. get back across? No, not yet. Once I get past the entry slip road that's coming up, I will jump back across. So I'm not getting anyone's way. Bloody hell, it's only that was very weird looking. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, I'm coming across now, mate. Lovely jubbly. Right, we're nearly off the A2. Same time, if they would have closed the bridge, I would have been sat there for a lot longer than I was. However, I'm sure if the weather continues the way it has been, it won't be long before they do close the boxy thing. Rumble in the jungle. going left on this roundabout towards Rue Saint Werburg. Slowly, slowly catch a monkey. Of course I see. I haven't seen many of them around either. Not that I've been looking, to be honest. Probably why. We've got a Jazz, a Mercedes, a crappy Nissan, a weird looking VW, and go. Rubbish gear change there. Bogged down, didn't do anything. Overtake him, but I'm not going to. It'll take me about half a year just to get past him, to be honest with you. I think I can see raindrops hitting the window. It's either that or there's crap flying off the lorry in front of me. I'm not too sure which one's what. Get a spirited drive down the lanes to All Hallows. We might do, you know. I can't can't see a lorry like that coming all the way down to us. It might do, just to annoy me. If not, it's going to be all systems go. Would like to get home at some point today. Brakes again. Go on, stop and get petrol, mate. Please. Rubbish. Oh, bit of an electric wire hanging down there off of a bloody electric pole. I don't know what happens if you touch the end of it. Lick my finger and find out. Right, please go straight over. Don't do a left. Don't do a left. Don't do it. Yes! Score! Right, it's all systems go. Chance to have a smoke before we get home, I suppose. Oh, what a day. Let's recap. Sat on the M25 for the best part of an hour and a half. I haven't had to do that in a long time. As I say, take the rough with the smooth, I suppose. Tuck in this one. Over the bubbles, there we go. It looks horrible if you look out over the sea. I don't know what you can see on the camera or not, but it looks pretty minging over the old seaside. It's actually a bit of a rainbow breaking out. A big old boat on the sea out in the distance. That weird black blob is a boat. Yeah, sat on the M25 for the best part of an hour, hour and a half. Then all slow on the A2 as well. And it soon opened up. And now we're in All Hallows. Sunny old All Hallows for now. Although it looks like it's absolutely going to piss it down later. We left at 10 to 5. It is now 5 to 7. Brilliant. I could have definitely thought of better things to do with my evening, but never mind. We're home, safe and sound, ready to do it all again tomorrow morning. Join me if you like. I'll put up my video tomorrow morning. I'll put this one up later. It takes a little while for it to upload, about an hour. So failing that, see you for another one in the morning. Ta-ra all.